Today we'll be making that yummy Nigerian meat pie, and we'll be making this without an oven. Yes, you heard me right. Stay tuned to the end of this video to see how you can make this at home without an oven. Hey, this is Degas and you're welcome to my channel. Getting that proper Nigerian meat pie starts from the filling. So in a pan we're going to stir fry the onions. We fry this till we release all the flavors in these onions, and then we're also going to be adding in our minced meat. We're going to stir fry this too till it becomes pale. Note that the Irish potatoes makes the difference in Nigerian meat pie from the Jamaican meat pies. So we're going to saute the meat and onions till pale, and then we add in our flavors. We're going to be using the curry powder and the thyme. You could also add in other spices like ginger and garlic, but I like making my spices very simple. You don't want it complicated, okay? I also advise you be careful and also make yours simple and classic. Then we're going to saute this till well dried. When it's dried, we add in water, our seasoning cubes. Be careful with the salt so it doesn't become salty. I normally use only seasoning cubes if I'm making a little portion of meat pie. Then I also add in scotch bonnet pepper, my chopped potatoes. Don't over add pepper. If you don't like pepper, skip it. Be comfortable with what you want. We're going to cover this till it's soft. Then don't cook too dried or too watery. You mix in a little bit of corn flour in water and then add this in to thicken it. The meat pie filling is not supposed to be dry and it's not supposed to be watery, just like seen on the screen. And then you set aside to cool down while we jump into making the dough for the meat pie. For the meat pie dough, you just need the flour, the butter, cold or room temperature butter, baking powder. Then for the liquid, you need milk, liquid milk. If you don't have liquid milk, mix in powdered milk in your water before mixing. All the measurements will be on the description, okay? When you use milk for mixing the meat pie dough, you notice the difference, okay? And then again, because I'm using salted butter, I don't need to add in salt to my mixture. If you add in salt, it's going to definitely be salty after baking, okay? Keep it no salt because you're using salted butter. If you're using unsalted butter, then you're going to be adding like a pinch or half teaspoon. So when you're through with mixing this, you're going to allow it to rest a bit. When it has rested, you bring it out and you start making your meat pie and get ready for baking. I use this meat pie cutter. It's easier. You can use the cover of your pot, but I feel it's more complicated. To get the meat pie cutter is not expensive. You could get it in shops, very cheap, and I'll be using this for a very long time. It's not something that spoils easily, so it makes life more easier. If you're using this cutter, you're going to be cutting those meat pies, the doughs, into small balls just to make it easier for you to use. Then when you're through with cutting it down, please note, don't overmix your dough. Don't overmix. When you overmix, definitely it affects your meat pies after baking. So when you're through with coughing these balls, we're going to be rolling in. When you're through with rolling in, you will now use this cutter, cut it down, then place it in the meat pie cutter. It's much more easier, like I told you before. Then you add in your filling. Don't over add it. I don't like making my meat pie bag very thick. I like making it slightly light. Okay, so don't make yours very thick and also don't make yours very light. Just work with it till you get used to it. Then we're going to rub the egg around the meat pie, then we seal it. I don't use water. Since I have egg, I'll still use this egg to rub when everything is done. Then, because we're going to be using a pot, we're going to find a cover that is smaller than the pot we want to use to bake it. Then line up a baking sheet if you have. If you don't have, you could use paper for this. Then we neatly place our meat pies that we want to bake in this other smaller pot lid and get ready, to bake. So we're going to be carefully doing, as you can see, when you cover this, it cuts it out and makes everything very neat. The meat pie cutter is easier to use, but if you don't have this meat pie cutter, remember what I said, you could use the pot lid in case you want to do this and you feel like you don't have it. You could also use a pot lid, a very small pot lid, or a plate, or anything you have that is round, or even any shape. You can play around, provided when you're done, you cover everything up, okay? And when you are done placing these things inside that small lid, please don't forget to brush the meat pies with egg, your beat egg, your whisk egg. Rub it slightly, then get a pot, a pan. If you don't have all those things, you can always improvise. Just make sure it's not baking directly. So what I did is that I preheated too. I don't just add it to the pot and start baking. I preheated for like 5 minutes in a very low heat. That's what I used to bake. Then I added in my meat pie into it. And then I baked for 45 minutes, I also reopened, rubbed egg again into it, brushed with eggs again and continued baking. I baked till I saw that it was done. The bag was very brown, okay? And this is that about meat pie. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Bye.